everyone, my name's Allie, and welcome back to my channel, Mindful Living. It's been a few weeks since I've uploaded on my channel because my apartment building has been renovating and painting the outside, and I haven't had access to my balcony at all times during this process, but I am back today with a brand new video to show you guys what I have been growing in my fall container garden. There's lots of cool season crops that are easy to plant and grow in the early fall and into the cooler months, depending on your location, of course. I'm located in Canada in growing zone 6. If you're new here, make sure to hit that red subscribe button so you don't miss my future videos. I focus on growing your own food in containers, unique recipe ideas, and just living more mindfully. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Okay, so the first thing I'm showing here is carrots. This is actually a kaleidoscope blend of carrots, and this is my second time growing them in containers. There is 5 different bright colors for the carrots. I'm very excited to see how these continue to grow and what colors I'm going to get. You can get anywhere from red to orange to even purple carrots. Carrots like to grow in full sun, and they can tolerate a light frost. In fact, carrots actually do taste better and sweeter as they grow into the cooler months. Carrots are really easy to grow. You can plant them directly in the soil. They are container friendly, and one that I definitely recommend you grow in your fall container garden. Just make sure you do not overcrowd your container and you leave adequate space between each of the seedlings. I would say 1 to 2 inches, and that just gives each of the seedlings more room to grow, so you're able to get bigger, larger carrots. Okay, next I am showing you guys my beets. So this is an Italian heirloom variety of beets that are actually what I like to call candy cane striped beets. So I also planted these directly in my container about a month ago, and I've had some really good growth on them so far. You want to make sure you grow beets in the early spring or early fall. Again, they are a cool season crop that enjoys the cooler temperatures. So beets are a root vegetable, which means they grow out of the soil, but feel free to go ahead and enjoy the greens of your beets as well. Okay, moving on to turnips. This variety is a purple top white globe turnip, and I did grow them last year in my container garden, and they are one of my favorites to grow for fall. When you're growing turnips, you want to make sure you're using a container that is at least 12 inches wide by 12 inches deep. Turnips are known as a root vegetable just like beets, and you can expect to harvest in anywhere from 45 to 65 days. So this is the most recent footage that I've taken of my turnips. And I'm going to show you guys here. I do have my first little purple top coming up. I have 5 turnips growing in this container that is fairly large. It's quite wide and it's 12 inches deep. So I'll keep you guys posted as these continue to grow. So next up we have spinach and lettuce. I've grown spinach and lettuce every spring and every fall for the last couple years. It's great to have on hand so you don't have to buy it at the grocery store. It's really simple and easy to grow. I just continuously sow seeds into the same containers, and I do find that my lettuce and spinach does really well in the fall months. It's definitely a really easy one to grow and something I recommend for any new container gardeners. If you do the cut and come again method, your lettuce and spinach will continue to grow throughout the season. So you will get multiple harvests from these 2 small containers. Make sure to keep the soil moist and leave it in a sunny spot on your patio or outdoor space. And yeah, it will continue to produce for you all season long, which means lots of yummy, delicious salads to enjoy. Okay, next up is my kale plants. I did show this in my last update video for September, and my kale is still growing really strong into the fall season. I did 2 kale plants this year. This is the first one in my hanging basket, and I had to move the basket down. Like I mentioned earlier, they are painting my apartment building, so you may notice in some of my more recent footage that the background is actually gray now instead of brown, and that will be the new color for all of my future videos. So I have been harvesting off of both of my kale plants all summer long and into the fall months. You guys can see the stem there where I've plucked a lot of the leaves off, but the plant has continued to grow and it's still really bushy. I'll probably get a few more harvests before the end of the season. If you missed my kale harvest and recipe video, make sure to go back on my channel and check that out as well. Okay, next up we have my ever-bearing variety of strawberries. These have continued to grow into the fall, which I wasn't really sure if they were going to keep producing, but actually the weather has been really nice here going into the fall. Lots of sunny days, and it looks like I'm gonna get another whole harvest of berries off my plant before the end of the fall season. So this is the most recent footage that I filmed. The berries are starting to ripen and turn red, and I've been pleasantly surprised with how big the berries are growing into the fall season. These ones are quite large compared to some of the berries I plucked throughout the summertime, and I'm excited to do one last final harvest on this plant. Okay, next I'm showing you guys my herb garden. So this is parsley, rosemary, and oregano. I've also been growing chives and green onions for the last couple months. It's actually growing out of control into the fall. I have lots here to harvest, and I will be doing a whole video on how to dry your own herbs. I've never done that before, and I think it would be super fun, and it's a great way to use up some of the herbs before the frost comes and kills the plant off, or if you're like me and you just have an abundance growing. So make sure to stay tuned on my channel because that video will be coming soon, and drop a comment down below if you have tried drying your own herbs before, or if this is something that you're interested in learning how to do. Okay, and now I'm just going to do a quick little update on how my plants from the summer are doing into the fall because I actually haven't gotten rid of a few of the plants yet. This is my sweet habanero pepper. If you guys watched my full harvest video, which is the last video I uploaded on my channel, then you know just how many habaneros I got off this one plant, and it is still producing into the fall because of the more mild weather we've been having. I have tons that have ripened to red, and a few more green ones that are still growing and I'm waiting on. But yeah, overall I've been quite blown away with just how many peppers I've been able to harvest off this one habanero plant. Definitely recommend growing this in your container garden. Okay, next up here is my hot banana peppers. I did a full harvest of these. I got tons of peppers off of this. And after I did that, I noticed a ton of new flowers and growth pop up on the plant. I have one full-size banana pepper already grown, another one growing here, and tons of little buds on the other side. So depending on how the weather continues, I may even get another handful of banana peppers before the end of fall. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to show here is my eggplant. I showed this in my last video and all my garden updates throughout the summer, and just when I thought the plant was done for the summer season, I did have 2 more eggplants grow here, just waiting for those to get to full size. I hope if you guys enjoyed this fall container garden tour that you will leave me a like. Make sure to leave a comment down below. I love connecting with my subscribers. I'm about to hit 2,000 subscribers here on my channel, and I want to thank you guys so much for your continued support. From the bottom of my heart, it truly means so much to me, you guys. So thank you for watching, thank you for being here, and see you in my next one.